On last week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle, the ladies were running on all cylinders and finished all of our scheduled projects in the cruise. We even had enough time to have a little fun.
So we're heading to the beach.
Do we have any new arrivals or departures?
It was pretty fun.
I love the La Cruz Sunday Market. Nothing like food on the street.
Basic left the Marina to stage our exit, and the crew attended and participated in the La Cruz Kids Club Film Festival. Thanks, Kat, for putting this together. We will continue our story early the next morning as Basic crosses Banderas Bay en route to Yelapa.
Carry emotions, the weight of the ocean. You keep climbing mountains, too blind to see. It's not getting you closer to where you wanna be in your life. The weight on your shoulders, time to put it down. You fall and you break, you got battles to take on, but you figure it out, yeah. And you fall and you break, you got changes to make now. See the light at the end of the tunnel. It's right there, now just look up and follow. Take one step at a time, babe, I'm with you all the way.
Emma's gonna reel in the fish since I'm on light fish duty.
Is it a fish?
Yeah, it's a fish. Yeah. It's a small one. I don't know what it is yet. Oh, it's surfing. Good job.
What do you mean? What is it?
I don't know. No, she's got it surfing above the water right now.
Yeah, that's what I see.
We'll see what it is when it gets closer. Okay, ladies, get it in the bucket.
Okay, but I don't have. Oh. Ah! Got it.
There you go, Em.
I got that guy. That's perfect.
Nice. And there's dinner.
Not only did I land a fish, I landed one of my favorite fish, the striped Pacific bonito. I think it didn't put up much of a fight because it looks like something larger took a few bites out of its tail while I was reeling it in. Dinner is on me.
Yelapa is a compact, deep slot cut into the mountainous southern shores of Banderas Bay. The hardcore sailor will anchor here, but the bay is filled with moorings and riddled with pangas, so anchoring is risky as you must drop multiple anchors to keep your boat tight to the beach. Arranging a mooring is easy by calling Felipe on VHF Channel 10. He operates Fanny's, who runs a beachside restaurant that have a small fleet of pangas that service their mooring field on the southeast corner of the bay.
Okay, you see everybody's facing this way, so maybe we pass it and come back into it, or just get right next to it and pivot into it. Obviously that's the one right there. See it?
Yeah, I see it. You want me to go to the port side and turn around?
Yeah. Okay, start slowing down. Okay, Emma, grab this.
Okay.
Gracias. Okay. Reverse, reverse, reverse. Full. Okay.
It's rare that we would take a mooring ball, but the captain feels comfortable with the oversized hardware and massive pendant that would easily hold fast a vessel 10-fold Basic size. With us in a comfortable position, it's time to wind down, prepare for dinner, and enjoy the bounty of my catch. Okay, are you giving me a lesson on how to fillet?
Well, one of these days you and your dad are gonna have to start filleting.
Okay.
But since you did catch it, I will give you a little lesson on this. It's very simple.
Okay, so what are you doing first?
So you just gotta cut behind the fin, and then you start slicing it along the bone, being careful to get as much meat as possible.
Okay.
There's gonna be a little bit of blood, but I bled it out most of it already. But I do this. To me, this is the easiest way because then I don't have to get into the belly.
Yeah.
Not messy.
Ooh, very nice.
Let's see.
We're gonna have this tonight?
We can. I don't know, it's a little too fresh, right? Okay, and then here. Now I don't like getting into the belly. There you go. First one. Now on to the second. So actually, add some salt water. Never put it in fresh.
Okay.
It actually changes it a little bit.
Compass, you gonna have some?
I don't think so. Nice and clean.
Ooh, perfect.
I just remember not that long ago, I was very rusty and we had a salmon. I totally butchered it. I think I cried because I wasn't doing such a good job and it was just all this waste. There, so nice and clean and didn't touch the belly.
Wonderful.
Time to feed the fishies.
Oh. Yelapa is a very exposed bay and can have quite a shore break. No need to launch your dinghy because with a mooring, Fannies will shuttle you to and from the beach. A token propina will always keep your Ponga driver alert to giving you Primera service when returning to your vessel. It's a really rough dinghy landing here, and there's no place for us to really store our dinghy on shore, so we're gonna get a Ponga to bring us in. Felipe. Basic.
Hey, ¿qué pasa?
Hey, this is the Catamaran Basic. Can we have a ride to shore?
All right.
Thank you.
Nice, Felipe, very good.
All right. Yes, we'll be one night. How much for one night? 500 for the movie. Okay.
Yelapa is very unique due to its proud history and tenacity of its indigenous inhabitants, most of whom are descendants of this region's original settlers. Over the last 150 years, the residents have fought to maintain their way of life and ownership and control over their land. This community collectively owns the land, so property cannot be owned by outsiders. The stunning tropical cove of Yelapa is just your first taste of this isolated destination. As you wander the cobblestone mule paths and confusing network of narrow, winding alleyways, you quickly realize that the atmosphere of the small town is undeniably its heart and soul.
Only in Yelapa, huh?
Yep.
So cool here. Look at the views.
The snack I had in town made me work up an appetite, so we stopped for a quick meal before heading back to basic.
It's the best food, right?
Oh yeah, my friend.
Okay.
Best in the West.
Okay, we'll
Don't like the food, you don't pay here.
I have a feeling we'll like it.
But if you like, you call double.
Okay. Look at this.
Yum.
Little snack on the beach.
Not a bad view.
Let's see, basics off in the background. That's him.
Oh, this dog wants to go home with us.
Jump on in.
As the sun was setting, a thick layer of clouds covered Banderas Bay as we settled in for the night. After spending a quiet evening on the mooring, the crew was excited for today's adventure. Well, 2/3 of the crew was, at least. So we called for a ride in, and for reasons I'm sworn not to talk about, 2 of the 3 crew members will partake in today's particular activity, with the brave and handsome one in charge of filming. So the ladies rented mules for a long trek into the jungle in search of the Yelapa Waterfall. The stoic captain trotted alongside to make sure of our safety.
Keep going.
Trying to eat all the plants. Come on, bud. I was better at the dinghy than she is with the horse to the burro. Okay, ready? My feet don't even touch the stirrup.
Well, we've been about 40 minutes in. I'm leading the pack here. I'm not on a horse. I'm not going to tell you the story why. But it seems like they want to follow me. So I'm taking the lead. We're about a half hour to the waterfall, the Cascada. But it's just amazing scenery. Just kind of walking along this freshwater river. There's flowers and plants and just homes all along it. It's rare to see a freshwater river in Mexico. So I see why all these people live here. It's just beautiful. You like your horse?
Yeah,
Or burro or donkey or mule. I don't know what it is.
Cute. Oh, no, more water. Okay.
There was a labyrinth of trails that crisscrossed up the river, and at one point our burros seemed to lose their way and wandered off the wrong path. The cutest little black dog quickly took the lead to guide us in the right direction. We named him Sherpa.
Okay, how is it, Emma? Are you sore yet?
A little bit.
Your butt?
You just go through the gate.
Okay.
Well, you just kind of squeeze through. Follow the dog. He'll let you know. You feeling it?
A little bit.
After the long, hard ride up the dusty trail, it was time to cool off in the chilly, clear water at the base of the falls. Sherpa included.
Wow, that was a nice surprise and a refreshing cool off for us.
It was.
It's kind of weird though, because I honestly thought that it would be kind of brackish, like it's saltwater, freshwater, but it is freshwater for sure.
With like little trout everywhere.
I know.
there were tons of fish.
And I don't know if you guys have seen this little guy has been kind of our unofficial guide. He kind of helped us here. The only time that we got lost a little bit off the path was when we lost him.
I have a good name for him. Sherpa.
Sure, what is it? Sherpa. Yeah, and then other people were going back. He wasn't following them, but he's following us. Kind of, I don't know, a couple steps ahead of us. He'll slow down and wait for us to catch up and kind of help us find our way back.
Thanks for watching this week's episode of Onboard Lifestyle. It feels good to take a break from projects and getting back into cruising mode. A special thanks goes out to our Patreon family, whose generous support makes these videos possible. Join our crew if you can. Come back next week as the crew buttons up our time in Yelapa and heads south out of Banderas Bay. See you then!